Good morning. Down in the workshop this morning, and I'm going to go outside here and start working, and I'm going to use this new tool that I just got. So new 3D laser level. I've never actually used it. I have opened it up. I'm very impressed with the packaging and the overall appearance and the sturdiness of it. So we've never actually put it to use. Today I'm going to use it for the first time. Show you guys what that's like. 2-year warranty, 5-year accuracy commitment. Overall, very impressed. I'll just pull it out of the box here now for you guys. I can do that with one hand. I don't have a stand with me today. First thing that impressed me was the case. I would say DeWalt is top line, and I've never heard of Dovoh. I figured it's some Chinese, junk, as we would call it. And so it was very impressive to see this. Okay, because it's got in a case. These things are a bit of a pain. There we go. It's very sturdy. Latches. And I was just impressed with the overall appearance. Alright, good carrying case. Here's your laser portion. Here's your reader. It all fits in the same box. That's what I wished I had with the other one. So my DeWalt box, not saying that they don't make one maybe, but the one I have, the box is about this big. And it basically just fits this and some spare batteries. That's it. This one's got a lot more room, a lot more space. Everything's in one box. These are batteries for it. It's got its own charger. Right here, I had this open the other day already. It even comes with a remote, so I can run it from farther away. Boom, boom, boom. Here, working range with receiver up to 400 feet or 122 meters, which is impressive. That's really far for this price range. This is not, you get the rotary lasers you set on the thing. I mean, they're really, really good. This is in a cheaper price range. It's a small unit. It's got multi-directional, so if you're going to do a bathroom job or something, you're doing tiling, anything like that, So I don't know, we're going to put it to the test today, first time in the barn. This is the reader. Give you an idea on the overall size. Still got a note on here. If I compare that to the DeWalt one, it's similar size. Basically almost the same. And again, the functions, I don't know. I have to read this. Activations. Came with some English instructions for me, which is always good. Nice thing too, for charging, this guy I have to buy batteries. So if I can get this open, hang on. Alright, so you open it up. This is a 9-volt battery inside. Easy to find, not a big deal at all. And it's waterproof in there. Problem is that sometimes you're on a job site and you're not close to a store and you find out the battery's dead, which can be annoying. These are chargeable just with this cable, which is the same as my Samsung phone. So I can use this cable. I can plug it in to the car and charge it. So I think that's actually a cool feature as well. And I can't do that with that one. And this guy, where is the batteries for this guy? Right here. Okay, that's where they slide in. My DeWalt one, it uses 3 AAA batteries. I believe it is. Now it looks like this remote maybe does too, because it did send me 2 AA's here. So maybe they go in here. Yes, they do. But they last a long time. And same as this 9-volt. I mean, I've only, in all the time I've owned it, I've only replaced it once. It's this guy that actually uses a lot of juice. And so, like I said, my other one, it's either 3 AAA's or 3 AA's. But when they're dead, you got to go to a store and get one. And I've had that a couple of times where I'm out kind of far away, not close to town, and I now have to drive in to go get new batteries because I forgot to pick some up in the morning. In this case, I can just charge them. So that's cool too. And then the remote. I don't have a remote with my other one. I don't know if this is handy or not handy. I haven't got a clue. I've never used a remote on one of these, so we're going to read through the book and figure it out. This would also have batteries, I would assume. Yeah, one little guy in there. Why would I want that? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if that would be a handy feature or not. Over time using it, maybe I'll find out it is. For the rest, this is the same, basically. Okay, it holds onto your reader, and then you can change this spacing, same as my DeWalt one, to hold onto a stick. And this one here is for this guy to set him on top, and you can set him on a tripod or you can mount him to a wall. There's a couple of different mounting options here because this moves. And then this mounts on top of that as well. So No, all in all, like I said, I was very impressed in the fact that it's all in one unit. Everything's together. I don't have to hunt for it, because I always have that with the other one. I bought the other laser by itself. I never had a reader. It didn't come with one in that kit. So then I bought the reader separate. And in order to fit the reader in the case with my Dovoh one, I have to take out one of these guys, and then I can fit it in. And then I usually clamp this thing to the box on the outside of the handle. Now I have a red reader and a green one, because I was having issues with it, and neither one of them fit in the box. Here, in theory, I mean, the glasses are kind of useless. I could probably put another reader in if I wanted to. But anyway, these are to protect your eyeballs, but I don't know anybody that actually wears them. So anyway, very impressed. We'll take it outside. I gotta get some work done, and we'll take a look, see how it goes. We're gonna try this thing out. I'm talking about the laser. 400 feet, it's supposed to be able to do. In sunlight, which is crazy, because the readers usually have a problem with that. So I don't know if this is gonna work or not, because I actually need to go more than that, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna put this thing to the test. I'm gonna put up some fence posts, and so I have some, and that lighting's funny. I got some markers. When we went around with the cadastral engineer, we marked it with a satellite stick, grading stick, what do you call that, survey thing, and figured out where the points were. And so now I want to connect the points. I'm going to put a post on the points, and then I need to connect the points with posts. And I would like my fence to run straight. So I was thinking maybe I can use this laser to determine where I got to be. It's maybe a crazy idea, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. So I got this all here, but now I wasn't thinking. I forgot to charge it. So I'm waiting and waiting. I'm assuming this light's gonna go green. That's my assumption. And we get to play with it then. Right? No? Why not?
We get to work with it.
Work is play, man.
No.
No? To me, it's the same thing. I like work and I like play. All right, we get to work with it then. Yes? Mm-hmm. Okay. One of the patience to wait that long, but this is the cool thing about this. This thing charges with a regular charger, same as I have on my Samsung phone. And that means the other end is just a regular USB. And since we happen to have this, we can just plug it. So this is actually a converter that I can use DeWalt batteries for my Makita tools, but it conveniently has a USB plug. So now I can go ahead and charge that thing anywhere. And that is cool. Truth, we did not read the manual, but there is an excellent English manual with this device. We're trying to set it up right now. The idea is this side laser. So this thing's cool because it's got a side laser, top laser, and a front laser. Or back laser, whatever you want to call it. So if you're doing tiling in your bathroom, perfect. You're leveling a building, perfect. You want to draw a straight line like we're trying to do right now, you can see the laser right there. Pulsing laser, looks like. We want to send this laser from this post to that post up there, and that'll give us a straight line. So that's what we're just trying out. Right, so there you got it. If you can hold it so people can actually see it there, bud. Way out here. You can see a green line on it. And it'll tell us right when we're in the right spot for the post. So that's perfect. So now he's going to run over to that post, make sure we're in the right spot. Can you check this one to see if we're... Oh, I can see it here. Okay, so on this one I'll be able to see it, and he's going to run over there and tell me if I got to spin this guy one way or another, because it may have to tweak it. And then we got to hope nobody touches it. As I was saying earlier, we're absolutely stretching it like way farther. It's not going to work, but we thought we would try it out anyway. Wes is walking over there trying to find the laser beam. We had to lift it up because the sunflowers are in the way. He's wandering around over here trying to find it. Just by eye. He's watching here. And I know he's doing that because that's what I'd be doing, is trying to find where is it. Because keep in mind here, if I turn this just a slight little bit, it'll move, 30, 40 feet over there. So I'm not sure exactly what we're pointing at right now. There's the laser. It should be pretty close, I would think, to the post. So he can't find it right there, I think, where he is now. But he's not having any luck. So probably what we're gonna do instead is pop one post in between here and there by eye, and then we can laser between those two, and that would be a lot closer, because right now he is, I don't know, I want to say at least 600 feet away from me, but hard to say exactly, which is definitely considerably more than they rate this for 400 feet, and I really want to try that out. So we're going to measure it off and make an attempt at that. But Unbelievable. He actually found it. With the reader, he's been able to pick it up. Now the accuracy would be something we have to test. He's telling me which direction to point, and I'm just tweaking it just a slight little bit, and that makes a huge difference by the time we get over there. If we can get them lined up, great. Here he says a little more to the left. Unbelievable.
And there's the ending.
We're literally on the post, I'm pretty sure. See if he's happy. He's coming back this way. That's crazy. I'll step off how much that is, but that is crazy. To give you an idea, the workshop here is 100 feet. Okay, and so this is, I would say, easily 600 feet. We'll have to step it off. Maybe that's what he's gonna do now. Crazy. All right, he's coming back here, stepping it off. Don't touch it.
38. So 238 meters.
238 meters.
Yeah.
Wowzers. That's crazy. And you're on the post. Can you actually see the line? Or the reader can?
I didn't look. I think I could. But it's like perfectly lined up with this side of the post.
Perfect. That's crazy. Our other one would never do that. Never. 238 meters. Absolutely unbelievable. It's 780 feet. I thought it was 600 feet and I was amazed. They say it'll do 400 feet, but it picked it up from 780 feet. That's almost twice the distance that they say on the box this thing will go. That's cool. A lot of times I find companies say one thing and it's not the same as what they say, but it's less. And this one is better. That's crazy. Now we're gonna keep an eye on it as we work to see the accuracy. One issue is that if you just slightly bump this, I didn't have to tweak that very much, and we were moved about 20 feet on the far end. But that's phenomenal. Really cool. I never noticed that it moved. You were clicking the remote, you said?
Yeah, from over there, did it beep?
It did beep a couple times. I wasn't sure why. I thought it was at a level. Ah, yeah, so there you go. 780 feet. Unbelievable. All right, I need to apologize because I was wrong. It wasn't the right math at all. Well, the math was good. I just double checked it. I walked up here using the phone GPS. I have an app that I use for area calculations, hectares and acres and fields, as well as distances. It is actually 808 feet. That's just mind-blowing. The laser can do that in daylight. And I'm not paid to tell you that. I'm just blown away. I have had a Dovoh laser for a long time. I consider Dovoh to be top-notch. It's terrible. Now it's, I wouldn't call it a homeowner special, but it's like a smaller laser, more for small construction jobs. It's not one of the rotary lasers. But those cost a significant amount more money to get a rotary laser. So the fact this guy is going 808 feet, I'm just blown away. I think that's amazing. All right, one more thing to add to that. So we went about halfway back, 404 feet, and we put that post according to the laser. So there's Wes standing there. And it's gonna be hard for you to see all three posts, but there's the other post there. Wes, whoops. Okay, so, and here's this post. So eyeballed, lasered to perfection. Amazing, 808 feet. So where he's standing is what they say is the limit in daylight. And it does double that. Another cool feature, I was just watching this while I was cutting this post, and it's just hanging out here because it's magnetic. So a lot of people do steel buildings. Not everybody builds everything with wood like me. It magnets. It's magnetic as well, and will stick to the steel. It's got magnets. I keep saying that word. It's got magnets right here on the bottom. Magnets, maybe, on the bottom. Whoa, careful, big guy. So that's also handy. And then I'll show you these later on. This is meant for holding onto his stick. You can see how he's squeezing the remote with it right now, just not to lose it. But that's adjustable with this wheel, my pinky there. And then you put it on a stick, which on a job site, of course, is very handy. And there's multiple options as well for the base itself. We happen to have a tripod kicking around, so that's what we're using for the base. but there is other options as well. Still cool. I'm really happy with that. Those 3 posts, we just set that one in there now. Mint. Perfect. So we're gonna shut the laser down for now, and then we're gonna go into the bush and get another couple markers. We got 2 posts left, then we'll go back to the yard. We'll sharpen a bunch more posts and actually get going here. So I'm not sure what this distance would be. I'm guessing if that's 400 feet and 400 feet, 800 total, this has got to be about 600-700 to that post then. So what we need to do now is lay out our posts and our brace posts. So a little bit noisy here, but basically if you can see that show up, there's a post. It's a little too hard to see. There, this might be a better spot. Right there. Okay, so we're gonna put in a post, then 100 meters. We're gonna attach 2 chunks of fence together. So this first post needs to be braced like this, and then we put a wire across to hold it. Oops, I got that the wrong way. It's gotta go the other way, sorry. Wire's going that way. Then we're gonna attach our fence, and we're gonna put in more posts. Approximately 100 meters away, we're gonna put in 3 posts with a top bar connecting and wires again. So this one would be going this way, this one would be going that way with wires. Sorry if the camera wasn't showing that. So the goal is this wire is pulling the top that way, keeping this post straight so it can't lean. And we're gonna be pulling fence from here to here. It's gonna be yanking it this way. And we don't want it to be able to move, hence the reason we put a wire and a brace post in. And that we're gonna need every 100 meters. Approximately, or less, but not more than that, because our fence rolls are 50 meters, 50 meters. We'll join the 2 together and then pull it in 1 unit. We're gonna try that out. Hopefully it works good. Why are we putting in such big posts? I've had people ask that before. Yeah, these big posts, these are on average 150 to 200 millimeters. Good, great quality posts. Treated right here in Nijni Novgorod. Wonderful company. I bought a lot of posts from them already. I'm not getting paid to tell you this. They're just good quality posts, just like I'm used to. Why are we using these big posts and not something smaller and simpler? Why are we spending money on page wire fence and not something simpler? The main reason is because this is our home and we're invested here. If you haven't noticed yet, we're not leaving this. Oh, if we have a choice in the matter, we're not leaving. This is our home. This is where we want to stay. This is where we're planting our roots. Hopefully this fence will still be standing for my grandchildren when they come to walk down here. And they'll have to repair pieces of it. Sure, posts over time wear out, fence over time needs replaced. But this is our long-term goal. On the bottom end of the field here, you know, we didn't build this as a temporary place. We built this as a forever home where we hope to farm for many, many years. And that's why we're putting in a fence that's gonna last for many, many years. A solid, strong fence that'll hold back cattle, hold back sheep, and be part of our productive farm.
As the leaves change color, I dive into you. When summer's fading, there's nothing to do but bask in the glory of the winter sun. Maybe this is the season